Hey there, welcome back. Hopefully you've been happily animating. So where we left off is the upper body, bobs up and down. We have our arm swing. And now what I want to do is add in some bobbing to the head. Maybe some side to side. We'll see how it fits the character. So let's go. I think mainly the way I start this stuff is we go up and down. So I'll handle that first. So up, and then we drag down. So it's like a catching of the weight. All I'm going to do is copy and paste that. We see that we're 2 frames after our first frame. We're 2 frames here. Now we've got some up and down. If you really wanted to favor that, what we can do here, come to our X, and then button that back. And now we're holding that pose. This one is we're favoring it, so it's a slow out. And then this one we're overshooting it. And it'll be a fast out here. Because from 1 frame to the next, we're moving that amount, that distance here as far as our values. But if we look at our character's nose, we see that her head really jerks back up. If we wanted to see that, so we can't just look at the curves. We're here on our character. So our nose is starting to point down here. So it's kind of even with the line on the ground. And then we want it to really point down there. And then jerk back up. Probably not. So we will slow that out. And then we'll come here, we'll copy those keys and paste them over. So say copy, copy, paste, and copy, paste. My last video, I was having quite a lot of problems with copying and pasting. So what we'll do here is just move these two over like that. Maybe one more, not that far. We'll probably tone this down. Like I said in my last video, I like to over animate things. That way, we'll soften that. I can really see it happening. And then we'll make the adjustment here. Let's say point. Let's go 75%. I just think that's a little too much. Go 75% from here. That's better. Now we'll look at it from the top view. Don't really mind that she's not like turning her nose to point, but let's play with it anyway. Where you get a little bit more of that action there. Oops. So we're on that center line. We are, actually let's just delete these on the center. Then, yeah, more or less here. What we'll do, I guess we'll need to overshoot. Looking at that nose again. Let's have it go back over here. And then let's look at it here with the lit mode. I think that's a little too much, so we'll tone that down too. Tones equals 0.5. And this one's an easy enough. A couple tangents to clean up here. We'll just do that there and a little bit. Now we're going to look at the side to side. So go back to unlit, so that's Alt 2, 1, wireframe, Alt 4, oh okay, Alt 4 for lit, Alt 3, there we go, learned something, nice. Let's go here, and then we'll bop it over here. So I don't want to do that again. I'm just going to copy and paste and then multiply it times equals -1. That didn't quite work exactly like I wanted, but that didn't work at all like I wanted, maybe. It does work. Cool. So let's take the head up and down. You can see how I'm kind of breaking this up. I'm not trying to handle everything at once. I'm saying, let's look at it from this view, up and down. Let's look at it from this view, side to side. And then finally, we'll look at it from this view, tilting. I'm handling each one of those differently, but then when you put them all together, you get this nice little motion. Now, let's look at our up and down. The same thing that we were doing earlier. Go up, and then we'll go down. And we will copy and paste that. That way we get a little bit of bounce in that neck and head. Might be a little bit too much with everything else that's going on. I will just take our z here times equals, let's say 0.5. I like that. All right, we'll save and export. Copy that animation name, bake animation sequence, anims, locomotion, unarmed, boom, export. We'll leave this playing, play our game, make sure we're walking. I'm not seeing that. I think we probably up the side to side on the tilting on the head so that we can, it feels kind of stiff with the rest of the body, the torso. So we kind of want to just break that up. I'll work on the torso a little bit. Thinking here, we can exaggerate some of this movement here. I'm just going to take this key, this curve, Control T, and just zoom out a little bit and scale it up. Really start pushing that. And then I'm going to take this here, this Y on the head, zoom out a little bit, and scale that up. Whoops. So now let's try again and scale it back down a little. Now I'm just kind of eyeballing our most extreme position there. So we can see that it's our most down position on our Y. Then here, same thing. And let me see here. We're coming down, and maybe we just overshoot this like that. That's too much. I liked it where it was before. But let's cushion it a little bit. So I'll move these keys up. Hit Q to get out of and transform. Okay. Let's zoom out a little bit as if we're from game cam, and I can definitely feel that a lot more. That's good. All right, let's save that. We're going to export again and test just to make sure. Anims, locomotion, unarmed. Oh, yeah, just the base folder. Saving, playing here and playing here. Let's see, we're walking and we're moving. Yeah, that's a lot better. I like it. Very cool. Cute. Almost done. So, I am just reviewing this in my head, not really thinking, just watching. Not having any thoughts about what I should be doing, just kind of absorbing it, trying to really understand what I could change if I change something. We do have some sliding on the feet that we'll need to eventually fix. I haven't done the root motion properly on this character. Okay. I like this. Okay, cool. Cool, cool, cool. Cool, 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 cool. Alrighty. So let's do some tweaks here on the hands because I'm noticing what I like to do is when I'm reviewing the animation like that, you can jot them down, but I just take some mental notes about what's happening and what I might want to fix. So two things that I noticed are like how wide the feet are apart and maybe bringing those in. That might be something I can test pretty quickly. Okay, so when the foot's down here, okay, so this is our down position here. So we can figure out where we want to go with that. So bring it more towards that center line right here. And we're going to take this value here, copy that, come to this other leg, and then paste that value here. Makes you feel a little older. Like the more balanced we are, the more control we have over our movement. And I relate that to age and maturity. So we'll undo that change. Just moving slowly through my undos. You never know when a crash is coming. Okay, gonna save that. Yeah, interesting. Okay, let's play around with it being over here more, go further away. funny. What value is this? Let's just say 1.5. 1.5, enter. Then we'll go over here, select these keys. Then we'll say 1.5. That's a little too wide for sure. It's like every little bit that you move it on one foot, you're going to move it the same on the other. That's going to make the gap even wider. Okay. I'm going to leave it where it was. I need to try out a couple different things so I can understand what it is that I'm not looking for. And just to confirm whether or not I needed to make that change at all. Undoing. Okay, there we are, we're back. Okie dokie. I'm still feeling a pop on these hands. There. So like it gets here, screen space wise, our whole arm, and it kind of stays there. So what I want to do is set a key here, and I'm going to move it over ever so slightly. Really make sure that screen space wise, it's kind of not hanging out in the same spot. Then like the more we move it over, like we want to move it over with these other controllers. I don't want to go out that wide here. I'm just kind of addressing these things. Can't say that it's really working. Okay, undo all that. As soon as Unreal Engine catches up with me. Okay, what was the last thing I did? So I was working on that. Okay. I don't think it's bad. It's just trying to loosen it up a little bit. I could do it in the hands, in theory. Do it with the fingers, have them drag. Just trying to work with this a little bit more. Looking at like the tips of these fingers. So they're dragging. I don't like any of that. It looks like we're just kind of wobbling it. So we're coming out and hitting. I know what I want to do. want to try something else, like a little different method here. But I think we might save that for the next video. I want to make sure that we've undone all the arm stuff, get us back to where we were. Undoing, and we're good. Okay, I know I haven't cleaned up the tangents on the arms. We know we need to work with the root on the feet. We got the bob on the head. So that's it for this video. And next time we'll try a different method on the arms. So hopefully you're getting to the bob on your head and checking out in game and seeing how well you like your character moving around or not. Okay, as always, happy animating out there. Thanks for sticking with me. Uh, Best of luck out to you. Enjoy the journey.